there. Hello, hello. Greetings and salutation. We are ready to go. So I had to do a couple of announcements for the group as a whole. But with that being said, greetings, hello, hello. We're gonna fire up here in a sec. Um, Pretty much we're ready to roll, so give me a minute. Hope y'all having a good day and hopefully y'all enjoy the show. So sit back, relax, and get ready for a day of gambling. Ooh, yeah. Who can recall what happened last time?
Well,
Well, go ahead.
go for it.
No, you go.
No. I'll usually do these things. You have a shot.
I don't remember the whole thing. I just remember Vel getting a note, and we kind of riddled it out once we figured out there were two moons. That the moonrise that we needed was going to be early in the morning, so we're kind of like just killing some time, really waiting for the meeting. So we're out and about on town, and we ended up at the a gambling establishment. But I know there's more to it than that. That's just my overview. That's coming right to mind.
Well, we started the night drunk
Oh
off
yeah.
most of our asses. We end the night drunk and outside, having gone on what can only be described as a wild goose chase. As most of you guys failed your constitution saves miserably, if I remember, if you were not drinking responsibly. Vel's drunk, for sure. Kozik was sure not appearing in this episode last week. So it was Vel, Nia, Zedran, and Sari. And Zedran was hitting on the bartender, looking for info. Sari was hanging out. Um, and the great lady Inanna was just being chill, watching the rest of you guys fall into chaos. Veldrin did, in fact, have a note. The note was not given to him that session, though. It was given to him the session before. So, rewind 2 sessions ago. There was an instance wherein Zedrin was doing magic tricks to impress small children. During such time, he was given such a note about meeting him at some sort of moon time. Veldrin, drunk, with the best reasoning skills anyone can have, says, I gotta do it, man. It's important to my druidic path. And so we're like, okay, let's go as a family. Stranger danger. We'll come back for our room later. But in the meantime, let's go out and find out more. We didn't find out anything. We sort of meandered. And that's about all I remember. I'm having a really hard time thinking about how I'm really cold in real
Oh, that
life.
sucks.
I'm under 2 blankets. God
Can you
help
get
me.
more heat? Can you get like a space heater or something?
I'm in the worst room for a space heater, but I'm waiting for
Oh,
the heater to pop on, basically.
ugh.
Just send all the
Did you
cold
say
down here.
below 30, man?
Yeah, we're in winter
Jeez.
storm warning weather.
Just send
I got
send
a
the cold
picture
down
of
here.
snow.
How about you?
Um,
How about you, Zed?
I
Are you
said
that cold?
send the cold down here.
Oh,
Um, but so a couple things to add, I guess. Zed was not flirting with the bartender.
did she
Favorite.
say
Zed
you were
happened
flirting?
to
Oh,
no, he went up. His Zed's point was to go up and he was going to throw a little bit more coin toward to Scar, who's the bartender at the Adventurer's Rest, the proprietor rather, um, to
because you're being our mafioso leader, dude.
well, yeah, he's so trying to make sure that we are under the radar. If anyone comes to this place asking questions about us, kind of act like you've never seen us before, that sort of thing. But he happened to, when he walked up to Scar, say, "Hey, can we speak privately?" And I guess that was taken the wrong way. Um,
Oh,
and so, but so it was a little awkward at first, but yeah, it was a successful conversation until Bell walked up, um, all the sheets to the wind, and yeah, like Niavara was saying, we all decided to go out and somewhat blindly search for what this message meant. Um, it's nighttime, so we thought, well, the moon's out. This is some sort of lead. And as we were going through the town, um, there was a bit of commotion. I think a street over, and when we ended up going over there, there
oh
was a
yeah.
caravan. There was what looked to be a almost a Hydra-esque creature. I think it was like a
You on
some
T.
sort of lizard folk, or yeah, yuan that had like multiple heads, but it also seemed very intelligent. From what we could tell, it was kind of communicating to these other lizard folk that were, um, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm remembering correctly, kind of like carrying this platform that this other figure was sitting on. Very noble, like individual. We kind of stayed in the shadows a little bit just to avoid getting involved with what was going on, but they were kind of parading through the streets a little bit. That was somewhat notable. And then the only other thing that I was going to mention, the casino place that we went to was very like Las Vegas Strip esque. There were these very cool illusions that were almost made to look like, kind of like neon signs and um, uh, very eye catching sort of spells, I guess. And as we were sitting in front of this place, which was called the Cat's Grace, if I remember correctly, um, there was a goblin sort of in an alleyway, and Zed ended up having a discussion, a discreet discussion in Goblin with this individual who was kind of eyeing the rest of the group. He wasn't so um, sold that he kind of thought that we were all a little bit too high and mighty, or maybe a little snooty. Um, but I think Zed may have sweet talked him a little bit to prove his worth. So we were given a job, uh, but I believe that has to do with some sort of copper coin that Zed was given. And we'll know more about that in the morning. Um, and the goblin's contact name, I think, was just number one. And then we went into the casino, the Cat's Grace, and there was all sorts of different games. We were met at the sort of entryway by um, not really a hostess, but I don't know what you would call it. Um,
Maitre d'.
yeah, the
How about that?
perfect, yeah, basically, and it was kind of like the front desk of the establishment, introducing everything, and then just behind that, it just opened up into this massive sort of gambling hall, and they have all sorts of different things. And I believe at the end of the session, a bunch of the different games were being explained and described to us, and it was kind of left to us as far as which direction we wanted to go and what we wanted to get into first, if I remember correctly.
And I think Niavara sat down, or Inanna sat down at a particular table, and we all decided to stick with her. So we're all just kind of watching what's going to happen.
Yeah, I believe that's that. Yeah. Um, do you remember what that was? It a card game?
Do you remember Niavara?
Yes, it is cards. And on
So
it,
yeah, I think we're all sticking around and just kind of taking everything in,
ready to
not
shoot
to
the
see
shit.
what sort of trouble we can get into. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so fucking cold. I'm going to lose it. I'm literally under a fleece, a knitted blanket, and my comforter. I'm going to. I apologize for the complaining. Okay. Yes. It's poker night. Or I guess not poker, fantasy poker. Fantasy blackjack?
I don't remember understanding what game it was.
I think there was a bunch of them. Um,
But that she sat down there.
oh, true, true. And yeah, I guess Zed would also
But
be. We had just gotten in. I don't know. I think Zed had mentioned that he was going to go get another round of drinks for everyone just to kind of keep the party going. So he might be eyeing a place to do that as well. But yeah, I believe we had just left off with are you're still Inanna?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, Inanna's sitting down at a table.
Inanna had a very apt point in staying in this form, which is that it's a pretty good disguise, all things considered. And she's not supposed to be seen. And they're trying to meet someone in the city who knows her as this person.
This might be a bad question to ask at the beginning of the session, but Um, just like as a changeling thing, if you're inebriated, does that affect your ability to keep your disguise?
Nope.
Nice. Okay.
You can die as it, and it will not fuck it up. From what I understand, changelings do not change back even if they die. Nor if you fall asleep, nor go unconscious.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's happened before, I think.
Correct. She has gone out, and the disguise stayed put. Mhm. Where is that?
Let's
Like,
not do that.
I don't think it's Fairy Fire. Um, Detective Evil. Yes. Detect Good and Evil is a pretty nasty one for her, but that's why she oftentimes, when she actually has to be undercover, uh, that's Eladrin, baby. Eladrin are Fae. So, that's one of the reasons why Detect Good and Evil would get her every time.
Because why? Because
So,
Fae or Eladrin are considered
yeah.
evil? Oh,
No, it's so the spell Detect Good and Evil detects Fae, Celestials. It basically detects outsiders.
right.
Changelings are Fae. So if she's running around saying that she's a drow named Inanna, and all of a sudden, ping, that's a Fae, babe. You'd catch that pretty quickly.
So detect good and evil lets you know specifically what kind of being is
Uh,
in front of you.
I don't know. I think that's how
I don't
Cube's
think it
done it before.
does.
It's only
Okay.
specific ones. It's like there's a list of certain types of creatures that it allows you to detect.
And I think Cube has identified them specifically.
Uh, and that's detect good and evil. That's a fair sight more than good and evil, but okay. That's good. Oh. Okay.
So they should just call it Detect Outsider.
Yeah, because the good and evil thing just, yeah.
Or does it say that changelings now change on death, or is that you?
Revert back.
Damn,
Makes
I
sense that you'd
swore
revert back.
I read it somewhere from Everon, but I might have gotten it wrong, or it might have changed with Mordenkainen. Whatever. All right, I change back when dead. But unconscious, no.
The intention's still there. Yeah. Yep.
Oopsie. Yeah. Okay. So if there's anything else you might be able to recall. I believe the gist was the gist of it was people were gonna do some card games. Let me get this. So let's see, who was it that was? Trying to remember was who all was gonna be actually sitting down at the table versus who was gonna be like standing around watching. Like who was playing and who was observing. I think Zed wanted to play.
Stars observing.
Yep, that's what
I
I was.
think Zed definitely wants to play, but I think he wanted to go get at least a round, or maybe I don't know if there's like waiters walking around. Um,
Seems the
he was
kind
just
of
gonna
place
get
there would be.
drinks for everybody. Oh, well, that's what they said. Um, didn't they say that we didn't have to pay for drinks?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Free drinks.
As I guess as because as
Well,
long as we're like playing,
Right,
complimentary. But
yeah.
they don't want
So
people to come in and be like, I'm gonna go over here, give me free booze.
right.
But
yeah,
that's
it's
If
like
also
you're sitting down at the card table.
yeah, and that's the other thing. Like the guy also he probably thinking about it, right? Just thinking back to it. The guy didn't he was just like, yeah, the drinks might be a little complimentary on the house, right? But he didn't say you have to pay after. It's more of a you get the feeling that it's one of those advertisements that is just trying to draw you in, right? To get you in the ecosystem and be like, yeah, drinks are free. And then dotted line after um,
As long as you're losing
yeah, it's
money
like you
to
get.
us.
He's like drinks are free, and by drinks he means the first two, and technically he didn't lie. But yeah, so Zed would just be trying to maybe flag down a waiter or waitress, and uh I don't know. I guess it's one of those things. Is there room at the table? He was probably just gonna watch Inanna play just to
A
see if
hand
he.
or two.
Yeah,
All right. So you would see one or two individuals, um, probably a couple of elves, just on account of the nighttime and how elves don't necessarily need to sleep; they just need to meditate. So the perfect night shift employees. And you'd probably, yeah, you'd be able to flag one of them down as they're uh, going back and forth, meandering about, like wiping tables down. Um, there's a little bit of a bar on the far wall where it doesn't seem like anybody's really here. Maybe one or two people. And they seem to be pretty well off looking. Um, they definitely don't look like they're in ragged clothing or anything. So they somewhere between merchant and maybe noble, but they seem to lean more towards a merchant. Um, but a lot less frilly clothing, but nice clothing.
If
And
so, if there's a,
oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, so if there's a bar and Zed notices it, um, he'd probably just, especially if it wasn't busy, he'd probably just head over to the bar and get the drinks himself, instead of like trying to flag someone down. Um, but he would, I mean, in if he notices it, he'd probably then kind of like nudge sorry and nod toward the bar. I'm assuming that this place is maybe a little bit loud, machines going off and people, just a lot of talking and chit chat and stuff at different tables. Um, so he'll nod and kind of lean in. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna head over there. I'll be right back.
I gotcha.
And
So yeah,
he's
while they're uh playing and stuff like that, he'll just kind of make his way through this place.
all right. So you head over to the bar. There's an orc man cleaning glasses in a red vest with gold trim, and he seems to have like a ponytail, like a mostly shaved head, but like a tied ponytail. And he looks up at you and just kind of nods. What you having?
Hey mate, how's it going? Oh shit, it's been kind of a long one so far. Um, what do you suggest to keep the night going?
Hmm. First time I take it.
Well, first time here, not first time drinking, if that's what you're assuming.
Yeah.
Let's see. And he turns around and he places the glass he was cleaning on the countertop, turns around, flips the little like cleaning rag over his shoulder, puts a finger on like his chin, looks at the wall of ales behind him. Hmm. How good are you at holding your alcohol?
I'm like a fish, mate. Just give me anything.
All right. And he
Challenge
leans
accepted.
leans down, and then he kind of sort of disappears behind the counter for a moment, just based on the height of the counter. Um, and then turns around and pulls forth a wow, simple word, hard find. A cup, mug, flagon. That's the word I was looking for. Flagon. Um,
Wagon.
and just pours this alcohol into the cup, and even though you are not standing next to it, you can smell it. It hits you before it even before it touches your lips, and you know whatever this is, this shit is strong.
He's kind of staring at the this mug, the that's it's being poured into, and there's almost like you're saying, it's almost like hitting him before he's even taken a sip. It's kind of like this hyperfixation, just kind of like the periphery of his vision just blurs, and he leans back a little bit as he's just staring at this mug, and I'm sure his brows kind of furling, face is kind of almost looking as slightly concerned, and he glances up at the barkeep, same facial expression, glances back down at the mug, and now he's just kind of gotten one. He's got his hand kind of up to his chin. One finger is just kind of like tapping his mouth. Still the same face on, like he's concerned but intrigued. Um, but he hasn't said anything, and he's just I guess for the record, he's just ordered one drink for himself so far at the bar of whatever this is.
Yep.
What is that?
It's the strongest ale we have in the house. Did I hook myself a big fish or did I hook myself a guppy?
You kind of see he's still got this almost concerned look on his face, but the the intrigue is starting to win over the um potential anxiety, I guess. And at the mention of a big fish versus a guppy, he kind of a grin kind of curls up on his face under his beard, and he puts one elbow on the bar and just kind of leans in. Now he's really trying to act like overconfident, like he's not worried about it. Ah, gonna kind of look around the room. I'm pretty sure I'm the biggest fish here, so
Well then, and also give me a performance. Let's see how cool you can keep
okay.
it.
I'm feeling lucky. I always forget to use my luck points. Where is yes, 21.
Yeah.
All right then. And you see the other patrons like sitting at the bar. Both of them look pretty burly. One looks like a hobgoblin. One of them looks like a bugbear. But they just seem to be sitting at the counter, and they notice the whole interaction, but don't pay it much mind. Well then, here's hoping you enjoy your first beverage at the Cat's Grace.
He'll kind of like reach out and get a hand on this mug and like tap it with his fingers a couple times. So I've also got some friends. Um, well, I ought to try this before I order this for everyone. But if not this, you have something that maybe Well, let's just see. He'll kind of bring it up, just kind of mid sentence, stop himself before ordering anything else, and he'll bring it up to his lips. He'll kind of smell it as he's taking a sip.
So just a sip,
Yeah, just a
just a sip.
taste test here. See what he's working with.
This shit is strong. Uh, even with a sip, right? Just a sip is just like, ooh, damn. He was not kidding. You know, this is borderline like fucking moonshine. If it weren't the fact that it had some a semblance of an aftertaste, you'd just be like, ooh, this was made to get you just drunk.
Okay. Um, he's gonna like take that sip, savor it, and I'm assuming it's like it's so strong, like you're describing that, and he just got just the smallest sip just to taste it, that it almost evaporates or absorbs in his mouth before he can even swallow it. It's that potent, and so he fuck me. Oh well, we definitely. I don't think we're gonna be needing any more of these, but do you have anything? Do you have anything maybe like a light wine that I could
Mm.
get for the rest of my my friends?
Oh, that one's easy. He, without effort, just immediately turns around and almost like doing a spin, like pivoting on a heel. He grabs a bottle and puts it on the counter and pours some glasses. Not so much mugs, just some glasses.
And so Zed's gonna, as he's doing this, and I'm sure it's probably not gonna take too long, but Zed'll gonna take another sip, and he's very much just gonna nurse this drink, whatever this is that he was given. Um, but he'll, as the bartender's, like uncorking the bottle and pouring these glasses, um, he'll kind of lean back on the bar a little bit and set the cup down, and kind of like go back to just like tapping on the side of it. I you you happen to know anything about well, this might be a weird question. I like you were kind of asking. I am new here around town, but you hear anyone? I noticed that there's the two moons. You ever hear anyone go on about the moons around here or anything like that? The moons and the stars, whatnot. He's gonna take another sip.
Nope, nobody around here. Ain't no, I don't know about that. I mean, the moon's in the sky. They always have been, always gonna be.
Hope it stays that way, right? Well, anyway, I just fascinated by it and all. Um, oh, you happen to know when the library opens?
Mm, nope, can't say I'd take any effort to go to a library.
He's gonna kind of look around a little bit and read the room. Be like, oh, okay, I get that. Fair enough. And I guess if the drinks are done, he'll kind of try and do his best. Do you have a like a platter or something I could put these on?
Um,
A tray?
yeah. And he reaches under the counter and pulls forth a like rectangular tray.
I appreciate that. What's your name, by the way, mate?
Gorman.
Gorman. All right. Well, I'll leave you to it. Gonna go try and make some money.
Yep. Good luck. Welcome to the Cat's Grace.
Yeah.
So
So he'll
what's
carefully
everybody
get
else
back to the table.
doing while Zed's doing that?
Inanna has been trying her best to play at cards.
All right. So you're doing a card
Children will
game,
sit down.
right?
I imagine that he's next to her.
He is also still incredibly drunk.
Oh, so I forgot about this, but Vel said that he didn't have any money.
He has 7
Um,
gold.
so Cubed, this is up to you because I didn't mention it until now, and Zed already split off. But could I have given Vel some gold when Vel mentioned this earlier?
Um,
I didn't mention it, so I'll just do it when I get back to the table. Don't worry about it.
yeah, we'll say nah. It
He
could
has
be
7,
fun.
so he
Yeah,
can
Yeah.
play a hand.
we'll see
Well,
how
I
everything
think
plays out.
to your point, yeah. Let's see how it plays.
All right. So we got Inanna and Veldrin sitting at the table. So you would be, it wouldn't take you very long to take your seat as the, respective dealer. Um, looks like a elven woman, long brown hair, greenish eyes, but also in the same vest as everybody, as the employees here. So the red vest with the gold trim, um, and probably about a couple of minutes after you take a seat, probably intermingle, chit chat for a minute, amidst yourselves, you're joined by a couple of other um, individuals. Probably like a gnome would show up, a gnomish man with like black hair, bifocals, and what seems to be a very a pretty positive attitude about him. He kind of holds himself with a sense of not so much confidence, but just um, joy to his demeanor, and also by a oh, interestingly enough, an Aarakocra woman. 2, 4, and a species. Your species. Ah, right. And a lizard folk. Green scaled, pretty standard, but he still has like clothing, like a more lithe lizard folk, right? Like Ari might have been a little more muscular, a little sturdier, beefier, but this one seems more more lithe, more dexterous. And they take a seat at the table. All right. So, for those of you who are wanting to get in on this, the pot. So the entry is 5 gold.
And on it
That's spendy.
easily adds to the pot. She's fine to play that ante.
Is Vel
Beldrin is tip top shape right now. He's gonna put the 5 in. He's
Veldrin.
feeling
Alright. 5, 10. Pot is 20.
So I'm going to mark off 5 gold for now.
Yep. All right. So the first hand. We will roll a. Interestingly enough. A D12. Yeah, so everybody rolls a D12. I'll just roll 3d12 for them. 1, 2, 3.
Dice isn't cards.
Oh, not. Oh, sorry, playing.
Oh, sorry. No, I'm not. I just heard everybody roll, and I'm like, okay, sorry.
Okay.
I'm not.
So that would be. All right. So I gotta reference the numbers I have here. Very crude because this is much, which is funny because when we would do Three Dragon Annie like for our real person games, um, I had at the time I had the actual physical deck, so we would like in character and in real world be playing Three Dragon Annie. Um, so I had to try and figure out how to translate it in a way that kind of seems fun. So the gnome, no, it was halfling. The halfling was a. Okay. Silver, 7, 6, brass. Okay. So you got a 9 and 11. That was a 12, a 7, and a 2. So the individual, the halfling, seems to have taken the first gambit here. I'm making sure I'm reading. Oh no. Yeah. So the gnome seems to have taken the gambit here. But usually there's, I believe it was 2. Yeah, 3 rounds, 3 rounds. So yeah, the basically the halfling pulls the highest value good dragon card. I believe it was silver. Um, while Niavara pulled a a copper dragon, copper good dragon, and Veldrin pulled a very close, but a a golden dragon. But the halfling seems to have just upped the ante a little bit, right? So then we roll the d12 again. 2, 3. Ooh, terrible. Oh, so you both pretty much draw evil dragons.
Evil dragons.
Evil dragon.
Remember if the deck had duplicates? I think it did. Um, so you both would have drawn uh blue blue dragons, which are, as far as the coloration goes, would be considered evil. As far as the game goes. But evil, let's see, blue dragons of value 2. Okay. So not so good. So in this round, the lizard folk would have taken the pot there with a value of. I'll add that later. Okay, so then the third roll of the round. The card is less than or equal to, because I don't have the cards in front of me, so I can't do the triggered events. Another d12. 3. I gotta do the maths.
Shit. 1 sec.
Hmm? All right, so for this round, the Avara and the Aarakocra. All right, so Veldrin, in this round, you pulled a. Let's see. You rolled a 4.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4. So you would have pulled a red dragon of value 4. Not the best. Not the best, since you know that the value can go up to 12 right now. Um, and then Niavara pulls a 6, which would be 1, 2, 3. Oh. 2, 5. A brass dragon. I got screwed up my numbers here. That's fine. We'll say it's brass either way. Uh, what matters is the value. Man, it was really hard to figure out how to translate 3 Dragoneti in an online thing without some visual aid. Anyway, so how I had determined to calculate this is now we take all your individual rolls, we'll add them up. So Nivar had a 9.
So 17.
Nivar. And let's see, Veldrin got 6.
Also 17.
Yeah.
17. And then I gotta math out the NPCs. T. Might be pretty easy to figure this one out.
Yeah, I think I know the winner is.
7, 8, 18. Yeah, I don't think the those folk did
You
very
just
good.
get what's in the pot.
I think winner gets it.
9, 10, 11,
But they're like aren't
12,
bets to like make the pot richer or anything.
and a 12. All right. So it looks like the halfling ends up winning the pot.
Damn. I guess he really does have that halfling luck, huh?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yep, that 12 put him in the lead there. All right.
Boom, 5 gold on.
10 gold.
Velton's gonna stand up. He doesn't have 5 more gold.
And Anna does, in fact, get up and brush herself off like rats. Suppose there's not my luck.
So
This is a total random question cube, but I seem to have like a really dark filter over my
yes,
screen, like
it's
I can
nighttime.
see the game. Okay, thanks. I couldn't figure out what was going on. Thank you.
Yep. So you get up from the table, and seems like they're gonna keep playing. Like when you get up, a couple other folks, you know, walk in with cups, beverages in hand, and they take your seats, and the game continues.
Hmm.
But there are plenty of other games here.
Well, it's a
Yeah,
bit rich of an ante, isn't it? Five gold. That'll put you out real quick.
yeah,
all
unless
I
you're.
have, all I have left is 2.
I've got you covered, but though, don't worry about that. What about you? Sorry, any game that you're interested in?
Honestly, I'm not. It's fine to watch, but I'm not really interested in losing a
Nothing.
bunch of money.
Fair enough. See, I view it not as like gambling, but rather as the entrance cost to play a game at one of these things. And then I
Right. Well,
don't
if you're
think I
having a
want
good
to lose
time,
money.
it's worth it. There you go. There you go.
And what's Kozik doing throughout all this?
Well, I've been looking around. I've been trying to peep out and see if anybody's looking at us as like easy targets or anything. Um, just kind of while they're playing, just watching out for that and watching my own wallet too.
Sure.
Where are you on the inebriation scale, Kozik?
Oh, I just had a little drink before. I think Kozik is fine.
Kozik
Oh, that's
doesn't get
cool.
inebriated. He drinks responsibly.
That's cool. He's our driver for the night.
All
Yeah,
right.
point me to the ox cart and I will pilot that.
So give us a perception check as you're keeping an eye out whilst people are gambling and the flashing lights of, well, I guess since you weren't around last time, think of it like a casino floor. So there's a lot of lights, there's a lot of sounds, there's a lot of, at this time of day, not as many people, but there are still some people sitting at tables playing poker, playing Three Dragon Ante, playing like the equivalent of a D&D like roulette table, just all manner of. Oh, if you have a flavor of gambling, they got it here. Is the TLDR of it, and it is very bright, flashy, vibrant, and noisy. Um, and with a 16, every so often you'd notice like some burly looking dude come through. Um, not necessarily on cue, but often enough. And well, you haven't really been here before. Give me a history check.
All right, no problem.
All right, so doing the 16 and the 9, they don't seem to be causing trouble. They don't seem to be necessarily of an order, but they also don't necessarily seem to be like wearing the garb that the the employees wear. Um, but the employees also don't really seem to mind them. So I guess something of note. You just sort of see burly dudes come through every so often.
Well, I guess if trouble goes down, those burly gentlemen, we might have to deal with them. So, okay, we'll watch out for them. And also, I turn to the siblings and I say, well, I feel as though it's as somebody of means, maybe it's part of my role to maybe bankroll you two. And I do happen to have some gold that I found hidden in the bottom of a pouch that I've had on my person. I'd be happy to give that to you if you think that you can turn it into some profit.
Wow, sweet.
And Anna smiles at him slyly. And she's like, that is a very kind offer to you. Um,
We have to spend money to make money.
Not necessarily.
Said the businessman.
No, by what other methods?
Well, I'm more saying I don't need the money. Veldrin might. Veldrin, I think, has 2 gold left to like go between his ears. And then she opens up her little own gold pouch and she sort of shakes it, and it's like there's quite a heft in there. I've hidden. I am okay. But thank you for the kindly offer.
It's nice. It is nice to feel okay, and yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll extend to uh, to Veldrin. I'll give 50 gold.
Well, would you like to play a game with us, Kozik? Maybe between the 3 of us, we can actually make something.
Uh, I'm more used to sort of more dignified drawing room kind of setting for my gambling. I'm still getting my bearings. It's pretty exciting here. So I'll watch for a bit, but you might have a point there.
Oh, come now. And she sort of takes another look around. What's a sort of um, game that looks like it might have some sort of element that she might be able to skill her way through? 3 Dragon Antes, luck based.
Unless you cheat.
Uh,
Uh,
I think
Oh,
I think I don't like I didn't care for the energy of that game. I'm not sure if I would do well.
no, it was very fast. Not much you could do about it other than cheat, but listen, I have a role to play. I can't do that right now.
There's maybe a simpler card game or something would work. I'm not sure.
I mean, it'd be an equivalent of like blackjack. Like there's
That's that
other
sounds
equivalents
okay.
to the real world. Is just there's some also specialized ones like Three Dragon Annie and etc.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's also tantalizing.
What do you think, Val?
Hmm,
Games sound fun?
sure.
Cozy did refill your purse.
Yeah, did you get you have 50 beautiful gold pieces at your disposal.
Goes back to Annie table, puts 50 in the pot.
Oh my god.
Maybe 25. How about I'll take no.
At least start small with betting. That way you don't feel bad about just losing it, especially in luck.
Would you feel bad about losing it when you're damn near blackout drunk, though?
I didn't consider that, and I'm looking over at Veldrin and like, a little bit unsteady on the heels, maybe. Well, all right. I trust Veldrin, I guess.
We can do one more round. How about that? Since we've all like taken a moment, taken a breath, and the halfling has ideally maybe left the table and not stolen all the luck with him.
So there's like this weird trio at the table still, or are they gone? This gnome and the lizard and the bird person,
Let's see. Would they still be there?
or was that just sort of like a flavor
The
thing
general.
for the moment?
Nah, they left. They
Well,
after the halfling kind of took their gold, they moved on to other tables, and probably in the time that it took for you to ruffle through the bag and converse, there was another round that went through, and the halfling. Let's see who won that one. I'll just make this simple for myself. It came pretty close, but at the end of the day, the lizard folk was the one that took the pot. The halfling, like there was, it almost looked like it was about to go into the equivalent of like another round. But the lizard folk managed to get their special dragon card to activate, which pushed them ahead and ended up taking the pot. And that's when they just sort of, it was like a good game kind of moment. Everybody was like, oh, like at that last second as the final card went out, and at that point it was everybody stood up, shook hands, and kind of went about their way. But you've got the feeling that that halfling was has been really lucky to hitting hot tonight. Almost got away with another Annie.
hmm.
I wonder, is there some sort of magical policy in this casino? Have they said that what's allowed and maybe disallowed in here?
It's a great question. Part of
That
the problem.
halfling may have had a luck spell or something. I'm not. One can't say, but I'm not sure.
See, halflings I find have some sort of innate ability that gives them the general trajectory of having more luck than the rest of us.
No crime against that, I guess.
No, you can't say that's like saying like, "Wow, snake person, why do you have teeth like that?" Kind of rude, right? So,
Perhaps.
the booze is also taking my eloquency, apparently. In the meantime, last chance to join the pot, best chance to win the table.
What are the other games?
What are the other games? Poker
Is
is
there
probably too difficult to do.
either some sort of fantasy blackjack or some sort of miraculous slot machine or something? Is that available?
Yeah, so think because when I was saying like imagine like a modern day casino, yeah,
Sure.
it's basically a floor, right? So there's the slot machines, um, there's the obviously the tables, which are probably going to have the most interaction with other individuals. Um, so yeah, there's like card tables, like I said, like roulette wheels, um, blackjack, all the any modern game that you can think could be used in gambling is here. This is the big casino here.
I would kind of like to see how a slot machine would work in this environment.
All right. So Codes is gonna hit the slots. What's
I hear the
Veldrin?
the jingle of tumbling coins into buckets is like beckoning me over to maybe this bank of flashing wooden devices? I'm not sure.
They're made of metal. It's so think of
Oh, thank goodness.
like in translating a modern day slot machine into a fantasy setting, instead of it being instead of seeing like wires and stuff, it's more illusory, right?
Okay.
So the
So then we
lights,
got rivets and stuff.
yeah. So they're probably a little simpler in shape, but there's a lot of illusory like glowing runes on the devices itself to emanate the light, and the symbols themselves, yeah, those are like carved in, like they're actual physical objects. But when they spin, they kind of emanate a little more light as they and as the wheels as they tumble. Sorry, I'm also snacking. As the wheels tumble, it's there's also audio cues, so it's kind of like a winding up sound until the wheel stops, and then it does like the cha-ching, and there's a very faint like illumination that the whole of the device does when each one stops. So it's a little bit audio, subtle, but audio and visual. So it's like the whole thing is reacting to each wheel spin and stop. And you go over to one.
Yeah, I see that there's one that's kind of colorfully decorated by like maybe it's themed like some famous gnomish puppet play or something, and I'm like, oh, I want to play that one.
Sure. So these are. Sorry, I'm checking the slot machine. There it is. So it's 1 gold for 2, 3. Yeah. So 1 gold will get you 10 spins.
Wow.
And it's kind of imagine there being a little slot where you can where it's seen well, you've never seen it before, right? So you're just like, okay, so how does this work? Do I put in gold? Do I call somebody over to do it? And actually, this could be fun. Give me an investigation. Can Kozik figure out how to use a slot machine? Good enough.
Maybe.
So yeah, you quickly figure out there's a slot, a very thin, real small slot that seems to have like arrows pointing to it, and then under it is like a little what looks like a symbol that would probably represent a coin. So you're able to look around and go, oh, I probably insert a coin here.
Oh, these arrows look promising. Okay.
Oh, sorry, lost connection again.
And I feed 1 gold into the slot.
All right, so. As I'm rereading how I had the roll set up, I'm like, this is actually way
Sure.
too convoluted. So let's simplify it a little bit. Uh, roll me. So you're rolling. So you get 10 attempts.
Yeah.
So let me simplify this a little bit, because one of those things like when I was writing, I was like, yeah, this could be cool, this could be fun, and now I'm looking at like this is a lot. So I'm
It'll
gonna
take forever.
reel it in a little bit. So roll 10 d20s.
Okay, what's the remind me what the formula is for making that happen?
So at the bottom right, so it's either going to be /r one. So if you're doing one, it'll be /R um, space 1d20. But the easier way to do it is at the bottom right. There's the dice table.
Oh, and you just hit plus 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 like that.
So you just keep clicking it 10 times because it'll kind of stack and roll them all at once. So the little d20 at the bottom right, you just click it 10 times and
Yeah.
it'll convey how many
It's
rolls it'll do.
it's not the plus. That's just gonna add a flat number.
Right, I
It's the
see. Yeah,
actual
I
yeah.
just kept hitting it. Yeah.
Ooh, so close.
So net.
Nice. What's a winner? Just a 20.
So you got an 18 and a 16 were the only numbers above, the only remotely good numbers. So basically, you you don't really win anything because
Oh.
the idea was going to be you get multiple rolls, right? And then it was going to be okay. So one it would be like, so I was trying to think like, okay, if you put in a silver, then one silver per roll, but then it was like I could simplify it
Yeah.
and have it be one gold for 10 rolls because 10 silver equates to one gold. And then we'll just sort of take the numbers that you get and be like, basically, I was thinking of doing each individual number. I was like, probably not the best way to do it. So we're just doing the d20 and like basically if you get above a threshold and if there's ones or 20, like if there's ones, it doesn't really do much. I guess if there's too many ones, right, we can say something happens, but you got two of them out of 10. One more probably would have been bad, but there's no 20s. So at the end of the day, you just kind of lost that one gold. Is the
Okay, well
TLDR.
let me try. I was gonna say let me try it one more time and then I'll give over to somebody else's turn. But let's see let's see what we can do here. Okay, so I put my gold in the slot and it goes cha-chunk.
Yeah,
And I'm
and
like, all right,
basically the
go ahead.
first roll when you got your 10, it was just like bam 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 wah wah
Like,
bam bam. You
oh,
know.
that noise, I hate it, but I find it strangely compelling. Okay, okay. I might be getting the hang of this. So then yeah, so I put it in, I pull the handle, and yeah, I'll roll 10 more here.
All right, let's see what you got. Okay, okay. Ooh, aw,
Nice.
it's pretty good. Okay. It's so funny that you keep getting two nat ones. Um, but there is a nat
Oh,
20.
does that cancel out?
So amidst the, the rolls, you get your first roll, the first one right. Actually, that's funny. The last one you got was a nat 1, the first one, and this one's a nat 20. Anyway, and no, these do not count towards inspiration. Uh,
Yeah, not.
so the first one's just like jackpot, ding 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 ding, ding. And like that's when the dopamine really kicked in, right? It's like the last one was like womp womp, and it was a really loud like womp womp. And then this right after that, man, it just ooh, you expected to another disappointment, and it was just like pretty much like a jackpot roll. And then you keep going, and you're like, oh man, I hit it good. I gotta just keep going. Then you get your other rolls in. They're going good. It's like doo-ding, dun, 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 like trumpets going off. And then you get a couple real bad like
Fanfare.
womp womp. But
No, no.
and it happens twice in a row. You're just like, no, 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 no. My luck, My beautiful luck, come back. But with that, you did gain. That's that. Okay. So from your 1 gold, you make two. So you would come out four 4 gold richer. So yeah, 4 more to your
So
name.
I did spend 2, but I made 4. Like I got
Yeah.
4 as reward. Okay, cool. So I made 2, and I kind of instead of putting my hands up in joy, I'm kind of like I gotta be a little more inconspicuous, and I'm looking around, but I'm like grinning, and I'm like hee hee.
So is Kozak going again? You got
No,
your head.
no. I'm quitting while I'm ahead for now, but I give the slot machine a loving look and say I might be back.
That's my lucky. That's my lucky one right there.
That's my that's luck be a lady.
And as you get up to walk away, the machine still has its radiant glow to it, and it just kind of hums a little bit. And give me a arc. What is Arcana? I guess I guess your choice between Arcana or Perception. Either they're both applicable, but they will give you 2 different bits of information.
Well, I'm not as good at it, but I'll try the Arcana because it's more fun.
Okay.
Oof, average 10.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's you just kind of wonder how these machines work. There's nobody manning them. Um. There's nobody like coming up and you know where you usually are used to an interaction, right? You're used to a person being there. So these machines are, you put in the coin, it does its thing, and there's no, the only interaction is you. So you're just like, huh, interesting. Especially coming from like a dwarven hold where interaction is socialization, even while gambling is part of the name of the game. So yeah,
Yeah,
you're not sure how these work.
maybe it's of gnomish, some sort of gnomish make. I don't know if even dwarves would be that good at making this. And I'm kind of musing around, but yep, I'll go wander back over to where other people are doing stuff, and I'm pretty happy. Hee hee.
All right, so we'll pan the camera to back to Zed. We were kind of had 3 separate events going on.
Uh, Zed would have been at this point probably walking back to the table that everyone was at. I don't know if they're still there. I kind of feel like it'd be funny if he shows up and no one's there. Um,
Hey guys, what's up? Yeah.
um, but yeah, he's got his drink and um, I guess it was a few glasses of wine for everyone else.
Um, I I mean, you'd be able to find them pretty quickly, even if they're not at the table.
I'd be trying to
Veldrin,
wander back over to him.
yeah, and Veldrin is not exactly discreet in what Veldrin is doing, as inebriated as he is.
And Sorry knew Zed had kind of pointed out to Sorry where he was going. Um, so yeah, I guess he'd kind of walk up. I guess I'm picturing is this big casino floor and um, maybe everyone's not at the same table, but kind of like standing grouped up a little bit, just looking around in the interim between like what to do next. Um, and Zed would kind of show up with a tray that's got kind of like I mean, kind of how they, I guess, would do in Vegas. I've never been, but I've had have like flutes of champagne, except these are just like wine glasses. Um, I got some more drinks.
Oh, is there one for me then? I'm
Oh,
feeling
definitely.
very I'm feeling ebullient here.
I'm not really sure. So it's some sort of wine that they've got. And he's got the wine glasses. I'm sure probably look fairly elegant, and you could tell I'm picturing it's some sort of red. Um, but I didn't get a name or description or anything. And then in his other hand, he's got, I guess, a mug or just a completely different sort of container. Um, and he's holding that, and he kind of taps it with one of his fingers. I'm not sure. You might not want to try this. Apparently, this is the strongest thing that they've got. And he says that, and he kind of glances over to Sari.
feel like I'd try a sip of yours, if that's all right.
Are you sure?
Well, a sip, is that, you're saying that that's a bit much, even a sip? Yeah, I'll give
If
it here. Let me try a sip.
yeah, you could kind of tell he's being like patronizing a little bit. He
Yeah,
wants
no,
someone
give it
else to
here.
try it, but he's just
Give,
being like so yeah,
give it here. I'm gonna try it.
he'll hand that over a bit reluctantly, just kind of trying to be funny. But yeah, he's got this tray, and there's basically a glass for everybody.
All
Sorry,
right. Well,
gonna try a sip.
let me be the judge of this vintage, and I'll take the wine while Sari is taking the other thing.
Veldrin will also take a glass of wine.
Ah, right. Okay. Okay. That's that's right. That's great. Thanks. Mm, excuse me. That was quite
Zed,
something.
Zed'll just kind of like um as Sari's just taking this all in, he'll kind of reach up and put. I'm assuming she's holding this mug or flagon, whatever this is, and he'll just kind of like grab it from the bottom, just kind of like cup the bottom and just take it back slowly as he's
And
watching
she
her
kind of
reaction.
pulls back on it a little. Just a little more. Let me have a little more. I'm just gonna have one more. Just one more. That was brilliant, intense, but really perfect.
That's how
And
they
she
get
takes
you.
another sip.
Just a sip.
Pretty
Yeah,
sure. Pretty
yeah.
sure
And
if
she's gonna take another sip and then she's like and hands it back to you.
pretty sure if we both have one of these to ourselves, we're going to be smelling colors.
Yeah, I don't quite feel the need to have a whole one to myself, but that's lovely. That is I've not had something quite that right. That's something. That's great.
Which, sorry for you, this is quite an interesting experience, right? Like something that the material plane has that nobody in the Feywild's really made. Like they make a lot of wines and maybe some whiskeys, but this stuff is a whole nother level that is definitely not native to the Feywild.
Uh-huh.
So it's kind of rare to come across something that seems exclusive to material plane and not, something that you've had in a Feywild or even really heard of.
Yeah, right. Yeah, she's pretty like wow.
Because as moonshine. Sometimes moonshine needs time to ferment, right? And time moves differently in the Feywild. So, you know,
No, what you trying to say?
Fermentation in the Feywild may be a little different because of how time moves differently.
So it wouldn't be as strong. It wouldn't be as strong. You mean?
You don't know. Just saying. That could
Okay.
be something to contemplate. But just moonshine is not. This is not something you've ever had in the Feywild.
Yeah. Right. 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 Not had anything that got that strong. As a matter of fact, I'd like to know how this is made.
I mean, other
I'd
alcohols need
like
to
to know how
ferment,
this
but
is made. That's what I'd like, because that's something.
Well, I take a couple. Maybe this wine is meant more for sipping, but I kind of drink it in a couple big big gulps, and I say to Mr. Thatcher, like, "Oh, Mr. Thatcher, don't tell anyone yet, but I won 2 gold. Well, I netted 2 gold, right? Yeah, hee hee.
Hey, very nice.
Those machines over there, they're paying out.
Kind of eye him.
she
And
also didn't do a check on it. So
he's gonna take another sip of the strong stuff. Oh, I'll never get used to that. Yeah, I've not really got to spend any money, or I mean make any money yet. So
You mean lose any money yet?
no, that's not what I meant.
So
As a
he's like,
matter of fact, I have great faith in you. I'm sure you're going to make money.
All right, he's gonna look around at everyone. So what's next? Sounds like we're already up. He's gonna kind of like nudge Kozik in the shoulder.
Wink. Yep.
oh,
for some reason,
moving.
shine
Those
fermented
machines are
differently.
paying out.
I'm dumb. I'm not an
You
alcoholic.
might win if you put some money in there.
Did you get 2 gold? How much gold did you spend?
I spent 2, and I made
And
4, so I'm up
oh,
2 gold.
I
uh-huh.
see. Some of the times I walk into places like these, wearing some face or another, happy or sad, and I'll hear people say, "I won 2 gold," when in reality they spent 20. So forgive the needing to clarify.
Oh, don't worry. I've got the demeanor of an accountant right now.
Very funny. You, and she points at Zedrin. You chatted up the barkeep, and you're drinking something different from everyone else.
Oh, well, I guess I didn't think anyone else would want this. Here, you want to try it?
No, thank you.
Okay.
I don't.
No
I
thanks.
don't share drinks. Is what I'm more trying to say.
Why
But
not?
I don't think you've got anything to worry about, passing along anything. Well, that'll kill anything.
Hmm? Oh, why don't I?
No, I'm
Oh
just
no,
saying, I think this will kill anything that touches it if you're worried about, spreading, sharing.
this is basically like drinking liquid flames.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, my fears are poisons. I don't care about toxins like that. I'm paranoid. Haha. There's the joke.
He's gonna hold it up as you're kind of saying this. This is definitely poison.
Oh yes, for sure.
And
Oh,
he's gonna
yeah.
take another sip as we're just discussing this.
And then
For
he's
your
going to hand
body.
it to Sari for another sip.
Veldrin is irresponsible with his glass of wine.
Plug.
Okay. Okay, let's see that happening.
I just, I love that introduction.
The background scoff.
I think as Zed just kind of like switches hands with his cup.
No, he
He's
hands
kind of
it to
holding
Sorry.
he's holding the bottom of the cup, and he extends it back over to Sorry, and with his other hand, and maybe incorporating his mage hand. His mage hand, I guess, just for flavor, Zed's got his mage hand just hovering under. It's invisible, but it's just hovering under Vel's glass as he's holding it, because he's probably sloshing it around and just moving it. You know, you're watching someone that's holding something, and you're watching him, and you're like, do you even remember you're holding something?
He's also drinking it very quickly.
Yeah. So it's, I mean, at some point, this glass has got to go somewhere.
Mhm.
Um,
And
and yeah,
Kozik
it's still,
is getting himself a beverage as well. It tastes pretty run of the mill, you know. It's alcohol.
yeah, this was just kind of, Zed asked for just like a cheap glass of wine, basically. Um, but he'll be still conversing with Inanna. So where are we going next, I guess?
Well, the library is certainly closed at this hour unless we're staging a break-in,
I'm
which
talking about gambling. What are you? You need another drink. You're talking about going to the library at this hour.
See, you asked me an open-ended question. I'm liable to misinterpret.
I thought.
Again.
Well,
So, three dragon ante, it's fine, whatever. Stay away from the halfling. The halfling's got some sort of weird shit going on. Can't make that comment to him, though. I'd be liable to get in trouble.
which halfling?
And then she does a quick little search around the bar. You know.
What sort of weird shit?
Hmm?
They make a whole lot of money.
Yes.
Mhm.
And nearly one
Which
at a
halfling?
time. I'm not going to point
Zed's
them out.
gonna
You're
put the
going to
tray
rob
down.
him. Are you going to try and rob him, Zeteran?
Takes a sip of his
So,
drink.
so Veldrin, the tray of
Mhm.
alcohol has been placed on the ground, and I believe there is still one,
I would put
two.
it like on a
Yeah, I've not
table
taken mine, so
next
it
to
would
him.
be
He is double fisting them.
There'd be, yeah, so there'd be 4 glasses. Kozik took one.
Veldrin
I
took
don't think
one.
Sari took one, because Sari had, unless Sari
So,
did.
Sar's been trying to get it all up in
Been
that
trying,
in your
yeah.
special beverage.
Yeah.
So there's at
Yeah.
least 3, or there's at least 2 left, if not 3 left. And Zed would
Yeah.
have put it, he put the tray down like on a table, something next to us.
Yeah, he has 2, one in each hand.
My God, Veldrin, are you all right?
You're missing the point. Where's that halfling?
And she'll like,
Veldrin,
raise a finger like to Zedrin's like when Veldrin looks like he's gonna talk.
Veldrin's looking at Inanna.
Give me a
I
Constitution saving throw, Veldrin. The DC has increased, by the way, because you're already
Mhm,
drunk.
mhm.
So,
And I had a nat 1 last time.
yep. Anyway, continue. Doesn't necessarily mean the alcohol will hit you immediately.
No, you.
No
And
me?
he looks like Inanna up and down. I
I'm
killed you. I killed you.
That's a very strong drink you've had, Veldrin. I don't think
Zed,
that's correct.
Zed's like mid sip, and he almost like spits it out a little bit, and he just
What? Bloody hell.
Well, clearly not, because I'm still here. Unless
No, it's her face.
oh, the disguise. Right. Oh, that's sad. Oh well. Figured she was dead. You okay though? You had to kill
I
a lot of
kill.
people.
Mm. It's not
Yeah.
often that you see their faces again.
I don't know what you're talking about. I see them in the face all the time. And then she'll like sort of like look over to you and
Hey,
be like,
Khalees.
okay, I'll spill the beans. Changelings can only recreate the faces of people they've seen before. The dead are a really convenient thing for that. I can't make new faces. Wouldn't it be cool though?
We are in public.
And no one's paying too much attention to us. Although as I would have noticed.
Oh no?
She smiles. Demure. Like, yeah, fairly certain. They're seeing
Belgium's just fucked up.
yes. You sort of tune that stuff out. And I'm talking at a pretty normal volume.
Well, if there's any drinks left, I'll take another one.
There's one on the ground.
Yes. And Anna
I
will
mean,
hand it over to him.
waste not, want not. I mean, they were paid for.
They were paid for.
Tell you what, we might need more of these actually. After all, can kind of gesture to the glass that he has or the mug that he has.
Veldrin is starting on another glass.
Oh, Lord. Well. Hmm. I mean, I can change out of it if need be. And Anna Yule is just a favorite of mine. And she sort of like, messes with her hair. I guess I could try Mirabelle. Although that's the big ante, isn't it? Yeah, more dealings. Games, you were saying, Zedrin. I was considering blackjack.
Sure.
And Mr. Thatcher, you seem to have a fair bit of luck, haven't you? Why don't you try your hand at the games of chance? Maybe not so chancy in your hands.
It's true, you are rather lucky.
Speaking of lucky, you said something about a halfling that has a lot of money in their pocket.
I knew it. And then she's like, she again looks through the bar.
If we're not
With,
going to go play some sort of games, we got to make money somehow.
I'm not going to shake down some random who may or may not have been cheating. I can't prove it. The bar certainly could have, though. And then she'll try and point out the halfling too. I'm like, right there, that man.
Well, give me a
But
perception.
There it is.
See if you can see him around.
percepzione.
With a 24, you are certain he is not in this room.
Seems to have left. Tragic.
Ah,
Probably with his winnings. I would also leave early too if I were him. From what I was seeing while I was watching the second game, he nearly won the second round and it turned out like a very twist at the end. Now, how that twist came about, who knows? And she'll look on the floor if there's any more glasses of wine, and she's like, guess I'm not drinking anymore. That's all right.
Oh, they're just giving out drinks at the bar.
True.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just went up and asked what I. Yeah,
That is more dangerous than I thought.
Best way of getting someone to part with a lot of coin is to get them first extremely drunk.
Speaking of which, isn't Veldrin gonna gamble anymore? I gave him 50 gold.
Veldrin was already drunk on the way over here, poor thing, if you remember. I think it'd be lots of funny to go put him up at, like,
Surely.
a slots machine. Especially with that reveal. Come now,
Yeah,
Vel.
what about the slosh machine?
The slosh machine.
This slosh machine.
Let's go see.
Slosh.
Maybe he'll get lucky.
Or the black jerk table.
The black jerk table. I mean, we could call it the black knight table. Knights and jacks are interchangeable on a card game.
True. That's a little more. It's more fitting.
Doesn't quite have the ring, but it'll work.
So who's gambling where?
Well, I want to see Veldrin gamble.
Somebody point him in the direction of something.
We're gonna drag you over to the slots.
All right. To the slot machine. So in this little section of the room, um, let's see, would Veldrin be even able to spot it? Uh, so you point Veldrin in the direction of big machine-looking things, glowing runes all over it, makes a lot of noise, and like a little stool that you can sit at. So, Veldrin, you take a seat in front of one of them. Now the question is, are you coherent enough to understand the very simple instructions?
Let's hope so.
Let's find out with a. Let's see. See if there's anything that's, I guess, actually an investigation, but at disadvantage because you are drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So you see Veldrin sit down, look this thing over, and have however you choose to convey the scene, but you have no idea how this thing works. It's just glowing, it's flashing lights, it calls to you. It sings to you, it calls to you. And you're unsure how to appease the how to appreciate and appease the song of this machine that is almost like a siren's voice to you.
Yeah. He's going over there.
Yeah, you just so when you sit down, you just have no idea how to use it.
Oh,
All right. Maybe I think the coin goes in there, and I point at the thing that with all the red arrows pointing to it.
mm-hmm. He then, with instruction, puts a coin in the slot.
Probably after the fifth or sixth attempt, as your vision is
Mm-hmm.
doubled and constantly in motion, and amplified by the fact that these lights are, you know, pulsating and glowing. But you get a coin in there.
And then I roll
10 d20s. Let's see.
All right, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good.
Versus.
Right, Vel? Look at that. I think you won. Doesn't that make sense? Look.
Yep.
I might have luck.
So
I feel
between
like you say that, and Belle looks at you and is like cross-eyed.
He's like, yeah.
so
No, look, maybe, yeah.
so the lights, you get some flashing lights. You don't know what they mean. You're already double vision. Lights may be a little amplified for you. The sounds have like this weird, like just echo to them. Um, but it's not so loud that's like hurting your head or anything. But you come out between all the pulls of the lever and the cha-chings and the womp womps. You come out 1 gold ahead.
So he won 2
Oh,
gold.
one
Well,
gold in, 1 gold out.
yeah, you basically broke even.
Okay. He'll go again.
Maybe you have to put in more to make more. I didn't get that far.
That's cute.
Okay, so pretty much the same thing. You're basically break even.
Hmm.
Belgium just keeps going. Those are D12s, by the way.
Oh shoot.
So you guys just keep seeing Veldrin like, you know, coin go in, coin go out, coin go in, coin go out, coin go in, coin go out. Until this
Totally
last
starting
one
to
where it's just
question his backing.
coin go in and there's no gain.
I was trying to see, is there a way you can make more money from it? Or is it only going to be in like ones? But my investigation was not that good.
Yeah, you're not necessarily sure of the rules per se. Let's see what numbers you got. So that last roll would have been a net loss of 1 gold. And mind you, each of these d20s is a in-world roll. So it's not just like you pull it once and it's happening. This is like this for the 6 you roll and it's womp womp. The 12 you roll again and it's like womp womp. It's kind of that. So these are
Mhm.
per roll, not per in world, I should say. It's per pull of lever.
Well, those are looking pretty good.
Or 5, 9. Okay. So in this circumstance, you actually come out on top with two of them. Not that. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So in this circumstance, you come out. Um. Sorry, I'm kind of sort of mathing here. Six gold on top, as you got a couple of jackpots to come out of it.
So plus 6 gold.
Plus 5. Sorry, it's remembering that you're minus. Well, if you're pulling it before the roll, then but yeah, if basically plus 5, whatever the however that comes out, plus 5. Two.
Well, you're a couple gold ahead now, Veldrin. Good job.
Yep, he puts another coin in there, as inebriated as they are. So in this circumstance, you gain 1.
Maybe we should point Veldrin. Veldrin's not unlucky. Maybe we should point him at some a game where he can make even more money.
But what's everybody else doing? At this point, Veldrin has effectively just been sitting at the slots, basically shrimping for the equivalent of imagine if you will, a world, an inebriated drow. Let's see, how many rolls this been? 2, 4, 5,
It was
6.
your best Rod Serling imitation. Imagine if you will.
It's
The
been
That's
6
world.
80.
rolls.
Yeah, so
It's
basically
80 spins.
you've been sitting here watching Veldrin
60.
roll 60 times.
Well, Sari's been just sipping on this cup that Zed brought in. You know, I don't know if Zed's even noticing how much she's sipping on it, but she is feeling fine, and these rolls are looking great to her, and she's just perfectly happy watching whatever's going. She's feeling good.
That one.
Isn't that what you asked? What everybody else was doing, or did I
Yeah.
misinterpret that? Okay.
So what's everybody else doing?
Man,
So Sari's watching.
Belle just keeps going.
Because sorry is watching. Niavar went to go play blackjack.
All right, so Nivar's doing some blackjack. Zed.
I think Zed wants to gamble a little bit as well. He probably would have just left the mug that he had with Sari, and in this meantime, probably would have gone and gotten another one, and maybe have gone over to the blackjack table with Inanna.
All right, so 2 for blackjack. And what's Kozik doing?
Yeah, I'll go over to the blackjack too, just to see what's going on. I might play.
All right, so you're leaving Veldrin to his devices. Got it.
Sorry's there with him. She trusts Sorry.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
yeah, but she kind of wants to now go watch the blackjack game. She
All
doesn't
right.
want to babysit. Well, if you need to stay, I'll stay with you. But let's go play some blackjack, Nate, or at least watch. I
I
don't
guess
think
I
this
could
machine
play.
is your friend.
I imagine like for those roles, Veldrin was like the epitome of like gamer. You were like shrimping super hard. Like every roll, it just kind of seems like your face gets closer and closer to the machine. Every you're getting so into it. Like unhealthily
wants to
close.
beat the machine.
I can also picture too Bell notoriously having bad rolls with athletics, just sitting here at a slot machine, like ripping this crank 80 times in a row. Maybe doesn't feel it quite yet, but just in the morning, it's just going to be like half his body is just going to be dead.
Yeah, total cramped up.
All right. So Veldon's going to the
Come on,
blackjack
Vil,
table.
let's go watch some blackjack. Give the machine a break. That's not your friend.
You know what? This could be fun. Veldon, give me, because you've been doing this like 80 rolls. So give me a wisdom saving throw. Okay.
Oh, and you can add 2 to that because sorry standing next to
So
you. Yeah,
you're
same
finding
success.
yourself there's a moment where you're just like, no, like I'm winning. I could win. I'm winning big. I'm winning big. I got a hot streak. I'm still ahead. I'm still ahead. I got this. But you're able to, through, if if not through sheer force of will of being like, no, I shouldn't. It's more so um you're far more easily distracted and amenable to just going along and be like, yeah, we could do something else. Hell yeah, let's go do that.
Yeah, blackjack. Yeah.
The equivalent of somebody, I don't know, jingling keys in front of a cat, I guess. Actually,
Come on, mate.
probably more akin to a laser pointer to a cat. How about that?
Yeah, he gets up out of the chair and is willing to follow the rest of the group.
All right, to
Excellent.
blackjack table. So currently sitting at the table, there would be a elven man and a human woman, and they seem to be dressed in like common clothes. Um, the elven man appears to have uh, like long white wispy hair and an eye patch on. But other than that, common clothing. And they're getting cards dealt. They're they're betting, as expected. And the entry to the blackjack is a here. This is less complex. So the entry into the blackjack is 3 gold.
You know what? Just for the heck of it, I think I'll play this one.
All right. So Sari's playing. Basically, it's everybody playing.
I think so.
I'm watching out. In fact, just before these betting starts happening, is there anything special about this elven person? Like, do they seem to be a noble? Maybe.
I mean, you're not picking up on anything immediately.
Okay, well, then I turn my nose up at him, and hopefully he doesn't notice.
I took the 3 gold out of my money.
All right. Sorry. How much was it?
3 gold.
Probably that's gonna matter anyway. All right. So how many people are going in?
Me.
Belgian is.
That'll
Sorry,
play.
Ed.
I think everyone but Kozik.
Yeah, I'm sitting this one out.
Okay, so that's
Best way to probably do it right is to probably roll
so
21. No.
Roll what?
13. Like
One,
roll, like
12.
type in roll 13, right?
Just roll to
I was gonna say, wouldn't it be 2 10s or whatever?
two
And then
11s.
that
Yeah.
would, yeah.
Yeah, it would be 2 11s. So yeah, because it's either going to be roll 2 11s or just roll 21. And I think two numbers can be fun. So
If you roll 21, you can't bust.
Yeah, you physically
Okay.
can't. The whole point is like once you have your first choice, you have to decide if you're going to take another hit to get closer to 21.
yeah,
Mhm.
actually, here's how we'll do it. We'll have
So you're
everybody
right
roll
about
their
11.
first
Three
card.
sevens. 3 sevens.
We'll have everybody roll their first card, and then we'll kind of see, and then I'll just go down the list and be like, you know, pass, stay, hit. So
Well,
So what are we hitting to
should
roll our
you
first
hold
card?
on? Shouldn't we roll our first two? Because we all like if we're thinking about blackjack, we
Yeah,
all get two
yeah.
cards.
correct. So
Right.
I'm saying
So you
you
should
we'd
roll.
we roll the first card, and then I'll go down the list of the first roll and say, do you want to hit or do you want to stay? And then we'll roll the
No, we
second
got to
one.
start with
But that's what I'm saying
two
is
cards.
you
Oh, and
start
if we're
with
doing
two.
this proper blackjack, it should be private. We should be the only one able to see the first card, right?
Which
You
would
and the
make it
Oh,
DM.
it doesn't matter. I
tricky.
don't think.
Um,
I don't think it matters. I think we can roll it,
yeah,
but
but yeah,
especially
two
since we're
cards.
playing the house, we're not playing each other, so it doesn't matter. But two what? Two tens?
No, it's how many cards? It goes to 13, right?
And
What
how
do
do
you mean
you
it goes
how
to
do you
13?
roll an 11 in
It
this
goes
What do you mean it
it
goes
goes
to
scale?
to 11.
13?
Yeah, because two cards.
It,
That's
face
right.
Just
cards are
type
We roll
10.
two.
roll.
If we roll
Okay.
Type.
two d10s, we can get up to 20. So that seems like a good. Let's play blackjack to 20, not 21, and just roll two d10s.
Well, that's what I was saying. There's a way to roll 11. I just don't know how
So
to do
it
it.
is the backslash, no space.
That's right.
Like when you type it, you're not going to have a space, right? Remove the space here and then type 1D, whatever number
tripping.
you
What
want
the
to
fuck?
type.
Thinking of another card game. Brains is fucking.
Where do
Right.
you type that?
In the bottom, like
In the
you see the
chat.
little chat box. That's how you get stuff like
Okay.
that.
Oh, I see. But you're only rolling one card. Don't we want to roll two?
That was
Yeah.
just an example.
D11.
I'm just showing you how
Okay,
it works.
gotcha. One D11 and one D10.
It should be
No,
2D.
You always have a
okay.
chance to roll an ace, which is
Yeah, so
11. So that's two
the reason
11s.
that it's out of 11 is because the ace can be 1 or 11. So if
Right.
if you get two aces, that would bust you if they're both 11s because the max
Yeah.
is 21. So
Yeah.
technically, that would mean that you have an 11 and a 1, so that's a 12. So there is a
And then you
possibility of
could
getting
take
two
another card.
11s. But yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So
You,
we have
you
to
get
just be mindful of that.
two 11s.
No, we should do one D11 and one D10.
But that's not
That's not
how
how
it
it
works.
works.
Then
It's
you will
not.
never bust. That's like we were saying. Yeah.
You have to be able to bust.
If we're
I'm not
playing
getting it, but I'll
blackjack,
roll one D11.
okay, this
You
is
can
my
roll.
thought process.
You can
We
get
roll we
cards
roll
higher than 21.
we roll two
Yeah.
D11s.
Let's do.
If you get two 11s, it doesn't count as two 11s because you can't automatically bust. That would be an 11 and a 1.
Okay.
Otherwise, that's the only situation that it would matter.
Okay. So you're saying just do two D11.
Yeah. So do
Yeah,
two
just
D11s.
two D11s and see. And nice.
All right.
A 19 off the bat's pretty damn good.
Unfortunately, leaves me with you have to do the slash roll thing first.
Oh, you have to do slash roll. Okay.
No
Slash
space in
roll
the middle.
space
And then you,
2D11.
no space, you go right to the 2D11
No, slash roll space
space.
2D11.
Okay.
And then now, to Cube's point, we all get to make a
Now we can
decision
say hit
on
me. Yeah.
if we exactly, yeah.
See who.
Oh yeah,
So
wait.
Nice.
We're little
Yvara got
NPCs.
19. That's nice. You better stay.
One for the dealer. And who are we
Wait,
missing?
wait,
Kozik,
those are
but
Kozik.
I
he's
think
not
Kozik was
playing.
watching.
Oh, right. I think we got
Why did
everybody
you
then.
roll 3 2d11s?
For the
For the other
NPCs.
people at the table and the dealer.
Oh, there's other people. Okay.
Okay. So, I think we got everybody locked in. So,
I don't want to convolute this, but I do believe it does need to potentially be mentioned if we're trying to keep this realistic. A 1 and an 11 are interchangeable, or should technically be.
I was thinking that this is I mean, it's a little funny, but it is fun to do. Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
quite work, but yeah.
So like both of you got aces technically with your ones.
Who did?
They're Sorry and Veldrin both rolled ones. A
Oh,
So we could
one,
technically have
those are
16 and
technically
17.
also 11s.
yeah, so
Ah,
that's why
okay.
I'm going to go down the list and
Yeah,
do
sorry.
this one at a
Sorry, no,
time.
my bad, my bad.
So, Niavara, you got a 19.
I keep don't hit me.
Stay. Stay.
All right. It's funny that you rolled this price. Zed, you got a 16.
Yeah, I just don't have a token selected. If we can see the rest of the table, like if we can see, if Zed can see everyone's cards, he's gonna stay as well.
All right.
But you already
Veldrin,
know you lost. Oh, right. Okay.
you have either a 5, a
Mm-hmm. Do you have to? Do we have to pick before you give us another card? Whether we want it to be a 5 or a 15?
well,
No.
Can we
Yeah.
wait and see what you give us?
I mean, you don't have to decide. An ace will always be an ace.
Yeah, good point. Okay. Veldrin, do you want him to hit you?
It's a 16 right now?
At its highest,
You're
it's a 15.
You have a 5 or a 15.
He will
You want him to
hit.
hit you.
Yeah.
all right. So roll a d11.
So you're
So,
13 or you're plus.
He'll have to be a 13.
yep.
Do you hit again?
If you want. Yeah, well, there's no point in not hitting again.
I mean, he could be drunk.
Ooh.
I think that's best.
So Veldrin, your card comes out, and the table just kind of watches as basically the first one, gets bust. But we're still going around the table. Sorry.
Right. Well, I'm gonna take another card. Hmm. Right. So that's it. That's great. Wait a minute.
Yeah, because you had 20.
Right. That's
Puts you at
20. I'll keep that. I'll keep it right there.
Are you at 20? All right. All right. So Dean, do price? Wait.
He kept.
That's all of us.
Okay, yeah. So now, let's see.
You three.
Our human lady, she got a 14. She'll do it. Oops, I rolled 2d11. It would just use 11,
1d11.
15. Oh, well, the 11 could be interchanged as a 1.
Oh, because you've got 2 cards there. You should just
Yeah, it's an
reroll.
ace.
So, yeah, she actually would get a 21.
What? Where? You shouldn't be able to
So
pick
her
from 2
first
cards. You
roll,
should re-roll. You should re-roll
I'm using
1d11. You
I'm
shouldn't be
using
able
the
to pick
first
from
I'm
2
using the
cards.
first one. First number, which is the 11. Cuz she rolled a 14
And you're picking from one of 2
using
cards
that.
on the 2d11. You should just re-roll and do 1d11 and not be able to pick from 2 cards. Because if we
No,
all could pick
he's
from
not
2
picking
cards,
from
we'd
2
have better
cards.
roll.
He's using the 11, using the
Yes.
first roll.
I'm using the 11.
How do you?
Then I'll
Oh,
do
that's
this
the
one.
first roll technically. Okay, I see.
That's why I said it would have been a 21. Um, let me roll. Wait. Damn it.
So that one's bust.
Uh,
Are you on the second person?
No, that's the same. So the first roll was a 1. That would take it to 15. That's second hit would be a 2. That would be a 17.
yep. She's gonna stay at 17. All right, second person,
Who's the second person?
the elf.
Who did the elf? Okay.
18. He's gonna stay at 18.
Nice.
Dealer. Eight. 10. 19.
Oh. Oh no.
Wait a minute. Does that mean Sari wins the only game she's played all night and she just won? Yeah.
Yep. Sorry with the 20. So,
Yes. What is that? That's like 21 gold.
yes. Right? Let's see, there was how many
Yes.
participants? 6.
7.
Yep, 21.
Gore.
And keeping in mind, you could add the minimum is 3. You can add more if you want.
Right. It doesn't make sense though if other people aren't, because you'll just lose more. That's great. Thanks, mates.
Good job, sorry.
That's great. Well, that's not bad then, is it? I like it.
I'll look up some better ways to do gambling rules that take less time. Original ideas are way too convoluted.
Now I kind of understand why Veldrin kept pulling that handle.
Kept wanting to get cards.
Yeah. I'm good though. I think I'll leave it there for myself.
I think we all
I
should
can't
leave it
imagine
there.
that. I can't imagine I'd win again, so I'm gonna leave it. That was
Oh.
good.
There's only so many players at a table. And she sort of snaps her fingers a couple times. It is rather late, though. It was already late when we left the first time. And she points around the room gently. My brother is sloshed. You guys are tipsy. Kozik is Kozik.
I don't think
I
there's
am
a word for
sober.
what we are, is there, Zed? I can't think of a word.
Buzzed.
No, I can't think of one that applies that I even know it's a special kind of thing. I can't quite. It's ineffable. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Are we waiting for that second moon to rise so that we can see if that's what that little note was about? The full
So we
moon
should.
and the.
That's a great point. Do you want to go test our luck and see if we have any midnight visitors?
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to look around to see if anybody is checking us out in any weird way.
Give me a perception.
Oh, Kozik. Good.
Hey
What'd you
guys.
find out?
I mean, those burly dudes that come in every so often, I mean, take note of people, but they don't. They're not tracking your movements. They're not following you. They just kind of come through every so often, look around, kind of like just passing through kind of scenario.
The house
All right, well
bullies
that's
horror.
good. I mean that's positive. They're looking around. But okay, good. I feel pretty confident in that we're not being tailed to be robbed.
And if we are, she sort of like, does a little gesture.
Is that like the thumb across the throat? Look, it killed
No.
us.
It's more of a we are very good at handling ourselves. And
I have
Nivara
to agree.
has killed potential robbers before. So she'll get up, she'll offer Veldrin a hand up.
He will take it.
Come, come, come. Gambling's over. We'll
Also,
have more
Veldrin,
fun later.
I think now is the time when it hits you real hard. That check from before.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yep. As you're picked up, like everything gets really blurry. Like you've practically, it's very hard to stand up straight. Like your sense of balance is completely just warbled. You're kind of hobbling. Like when you stand up, it's like all it feels like, right, to you that all the blood is just rushing to your head, and it's just like everything just gets really blurry, hard to see anything. You almost like just fall over when you know you're helped out of the chair. Probably sometime during the gambling at the blackjack table is when it hit you and you just didn't notice.
And then it caught him when he stood up.
Hmm.
Well, before we leave, Zedrin, did you find out what the name of that fine alcoholic beverage is? And mightn't we get a couple of flasks filled before we leave?
Oh, I didn't ask. I'm sure we could get more, but there's also the um what was it? The other unnamed bottle that's at the Adventurers Rest. That we could get those in bottles, we know.
Right, and I'm sure it's great, but I really like this new thing. And maybe we could get a flask of it
You
filled
prefer
to
this over that?
go.
This is, I mean, it's strong, but I don't feel like it's actually, well, to each
Yeah.
their own.
So it's
Well,
so
for
it's
some
the
reason, it just hits Sorry in this particular way. That's like nothing else has ever hit her.
yeah. So basically it's the equivalent of the difference between a spicy food, but the spice there's flavor to the spice versus a spicy food just for the sake of being hot.
Yeah.
That's the one that's spicy meatball.
And it's got its own like, you know how like being being drunk off tequila is different than being drunk off gin than being drunk off whiskey. Like they've all got their little whatever this stuff is. It's got its own little thing that's a particular kind of high or tipsy or whatever. And it just hits with Sari's chemistry. She loves it. So she's all about getting some more
I've
to go
never
with.
been this
I don't
kind
want
of
to get
drunk
drunk
before.
now, but that's right. I'm not saying I want to drink more right now, but maybe later I might. So can I borrow your flask there, Zed, and maybe get it filled? That's the kind of thing
Uh,
like one sip. You just need one sip. You could make that thing last for forever.
that is true. I don't know if it's putting it in my flask is maybe the proper place for it.
That's all right. I'll go to the gift shop and get my own flask. I'm sure they've got one with the name of this fine establishment
We'll
emblazoned upon it. And I'll go get one and I'll get it filled up.
see if they just got a bottle or something, or do whatever you like. Yeah,
You think they've got a bottle of it?
they got to store it somehow.
Right. Right. Good point. Okay. Uh, well, come with me over there. You got to tell him, I don't even know what it's called.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's fine. So they'll head over
Can't.
to was it is it Garmin? Gorman?
At this point, his shift has changed.
He's gone, man.
He's gone,
Yeah,
man.
get gone, man.
Well, he'd probably be able to. Hey, mate, can you sniff what's in this mug here and tell us what it
Sorry,
is and if
stop,
you've got
stop,
a
stop.
bottle of it?
He's gonna put his arm around Sorry and kind of like pull her away from the bar. I don't listen to her. Um, we're looking for more of
Uh,
your strongest stuff there. He's gonna lean over to Sorry. Don't have people sniff our fucking glass.
what it is?
At this point, it would be let's see, his shift change. So it would be an elven man. Um, yes, the strongest.
And like, do you have a bottle of it or a way that we could get it to go?
Indeed. And he reaches behind him, pretty much in the same spot as the orcish guy did, and presents a unmarked bottle. And then
Said
he pops the
I need
cork
him to
and
smell the mug and okay, smell it. Let's smell it. Can we smell
Do
it?
you mind?
as soon as he pops the cork, you don't even need to get near it.
Yep,
Yes.
that's it.
That's it. That's it. Right.
It
Great.
almost
I'd love a bottle of
if you
that,
had
mate.
nose hairs, they're probably gone now.
Burnt to a crisp. Thank you so much.
Well, to purchase a bottle, that would be 5 gold, please.
Right, no problem. Here you go.
And he takes the gold, slides the bottle over.
Mate. Well, you're going to get one for yourself there, Zed. I don't mind sharing, but I'm just saying two's better than one, eh?
I'm gonna go. I got a bottle waiting for me at the Adventurer's Rest. I'm gonna
All
actually get something I
right.
enjoy.
That was nice too, wasn't it? That was really nice too.
It's so nice that you can't not enjoy it. I would like to say.
I agree. That one was very, very good also. We've got
Well,
two
variety's fine,
excellent
and if we're
bottles.
trying to forget who we are,
That's
then
right.
we've got that bottle.
That's right. We've got two excellent bottles. And you being human and me being an elf, well, it might affect us differently. So then we've got four ways of feeling between two bottles, and that's great.
We probably shouldn't do math right now.
I'm more amused to
Right.
watch this happen.
All right.
All
I'm
right,
gonna
well,
go
let's get
back and
outside,
join
see
you.
if we could find this fucking moon.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun.
All right. So you all start heading out, and the greeter is still there, as he seems to be just standing there, writing in like ledger or something. Pretty much just doing what he does. And as you guys leave, he just waves and smiles.
Thanks a lot for a
I
nice
nod in
time.
acknowledgement.
And you guys head outside. It is still, well, right in front of the cat's grace, you recall that there's light. So it's nighttime. However, it's very bright.
Right.
So it's nighttime, but it doesn't feel like nighttime because of all the illumination. Um, to which you can't even really see the sky because there's just so many illusions and lights and flashes, and you know, it's like trying to look at the sky in the middle of while standing under the brightest freaking lights you've ever seen. So, and also,
Maybe
even those of you who have been responsibly drinking, you are feeling like the effects of being up so late is definitely kicking in real hard now. And you
plus
get
they're
the feeling
probably
that
getting
if
a
you don't,
contact high.
yeah, like, and you probably get the feeling that if you don't, gets to resting or relaxing in some way, shape, or form shortly, you might have a hard time waking up in a proper hour because you guys have been. It was already nighttime, right? And you guys decided, let's go hit the town in the middle of the night. So you guys have been gambling for a little bit. It's pretty damn late.
Well, I hope Veldrin has got enough wits about him to remember what it is we're supposed to be uh, looking out for and where we're going to find it.
Remember,
What did that thing say?
We will
we didn't get much of a message.
we'll find
Didn't
out.
it say? Wasn't it like a some kind of riddle about the moon and the something and something?
Mm-hmm.
He has the note.
Right. Well, what's it say?
Seek out the path of the stars. When the moon fills, the path will be clear, or shall be clear.
Oh, sweet. Wow. That's just great.
It's so much more profound when I'm drunk. Wow.
Right? Right? I'm not, and it's not like I'm drunk, but there's a certain clarity of mind with this special drink that I'm drinking to the point where not only do I not know what the bloody hell that thing means, but I don't care because it's just beautiful.
Oh, sorry, you were taking a swig of it?
No, 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 I'm still affected by what we've been drinking.
Okay. Cause I just need to make sure if you
No,
start
but what
drinking
her the thing she read, the thing Vel read was beautiful. I'm tripping on the words.
Dwarts. Well, you can't even see the sky from here, so
um, and Anna's going to be leading the little party pack towards where she last was able to see the sky.
But wasn't that
And
right outside our Adventurers Rest?
yeah. So she's heading back towards that way, generally speaking, while keeping an eye toward the sky.
all right. So A party of drunk people meandering through a huge city in the middle of the night. Yep, got it.
Yep. Listen, nothing. What's the saying? Everything good happens after 3 a.m.
Is that what they say?
I think so.
I love it because I'm always up after 3 a.m. Too much, so everything good happens.
And I only drank one drink, to be clear. The epitome of I knew this was gonna get us some into some bullshit.
What were you drinking?
She had one glass, one margarita at the start of the night.
All right.
One drink, you had a fish bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
Correct. Still,
Wait, isn't
at
it
this point,
Kozik that
hours
should be
ago,
leading us? Like Kozik that hasn't drunk much.
Kozik, who cannot get drunk, and Niavara are both more feeling tired than anything.
I don't know if this is real lore that I cannot be drunk, but I think
That's
dwarves could get into some trouble.
Well, as long as the two of you can get us back to the adventurers rest, and I think we're doing all right.
no, we're doing great. We didn't go too far. Pretty sure.
Well, we can't see the moon from here. It's far too garish in front of this building. Do we have
Garish,
to find
yes.
some sort of back alley or go
No,
out to some abandoned lot somewhere?
we saw the
Retrace
moon
our
on our way,
steps.
between our way here and the inn. That's
Oh,
how we
okay.
found out about the two moons. Because the other one did not work for what we were attempting.
But it needed to be full or something. Isn't that what it said?
I'm pretty sure.
Right. We're thinking it must be the second moon.
Or it's a child
Well,
playing a prank.
right. Otherwise, it's worthless. If the second moon isn't full, then it's quite worthless because we're not going to wait around for 2 or 3 weeks.
All right, so you're heading
So,
back,
boss. Okay. Sorry.
and on your way, you can give me some perception checks.
Hmm. Perception.
See, I told you I was having this crystal clear clarity on this alcohol.
Well, Niavara would see it first, or hear it, I should say, as you're heading back, through the streets in the dark, middle of the night, definitely drunk. You would see a couple of shadows shifting about in the darkness until you notice what seemed to be a couple of pretty burly looking like bugbear dudes, and they have
Bugbears.
um they have like weapons at their side. They're
Oh, they don't look
just kind of
friendly.
they're just kind of there leaning against the wall. They're talking to each other, having a conversation until you start to approach, and they push themselves off the wall, and they definitely seem a little menacing as they have hands near their um because they each have like a morning star, maybe some javelins.
Mhm.
Oh, what we have here? Looks like a bunch of people that might have lost their way.
Oh no, mate, we know exactly where we're going. Thank you so much for the offer, but we're doing just great. Thanks.
Oh, yeah. Really? You're doing just fine, eh?
We know right where we're going.
Oh, where you going?
Uh,
To our inn,
well,
of course.
Oh, which one you staying in?
Why's the matter?
Oh, we just want to make sure these citizens that seem a little off their rocker might need a bit of a watchful eye on them. There's
I think.
thieves afoot in this town.
Oh, are there? Aren't you sweet to be so concerned? But
right?
we're okay. Aren't we sorry?
Oh, we're just fine. Thank you so much for your concern, though. I'm really touched by the people of this town. They're so thoughtful. Thanks, mate.
Incredibly.
We're doing great.
Right, right.
Are you boys with the law enforcement around here?
There ain't no law around here. Or
Oh,
don't
well,
see none.
Zed, at at the mention of there ain't no law around here, Zed's gonna kind of straighten up. You sure about that, mate?
Mhm.
Yeah. And they look at each other. Yep.
What would what would number one have to say about that? There's definitely law around here, mate. Just not uh, by traditional means.
They kind of just narrow their eyes at you.
Was it bright? You can't see?
Oh no. Might have a bit of a rat in him. Something. On your way. And they step
That'll
aside.
wink at him. I appreciate that, mate. Be seeing you.
And did you say, in what language did you say that in, by the way?
You were speaking in common, but at the very end, the last bit, he'll say in goblin.
Yep. They step aside. Yep, just keep an eye out. There's brutes out there in these streets, and they're quite dangerous. They might hurt people. Might try and take their coin at some point. We're
Zed'll give a
just
nod.
helpful citizens, out to keep an
Thanks for the
eye out for
warning.
the people of this town. On your way
Thanks
then.
for the warning. Yeah, thank you.
Zed'll just give a nod and then kind of under his breath to the rest of us, he'll be like, probably best we get back to the inn.
Yep.
Likely so.
right.
Up like, a snack. Like that was such a great opportunity though, Zedrin. Imagine how much funds that they had accumulated over the course of the night. And she's saying that to him in Undercommon.
He'll he was just about to he'll kind of like grab his coat and like you could tell he was just about to gesture in thieves can't, and he thinks better of it. Uh Not knowing who's around. This is a big city. And so he'll answer back in undercommon. Yeah, I guess folks around here probably gonna learn pretty quick who not to mess with. And he'll kind of look around our group, gesturing
We,
that we are those people.
we do look quite posh, don't we?
We're pretty inebriated though. Well, no, I don't think we're sloppy drunk. We've
As
been
Veltrin
partying, but
is. Apart from
well,
Veltrin.
except for Vel. Yeah, except for Vel.
Oh, I just mean we stand out, and all I'm saying is, folks like to try the new kids in town, and we're probably not the ones to try.
That's
I
right.
feel like it's fair enough to warn them ahead of time, and then if they want to keep pressing, then yeah,
Then we'll
it's fine
kick
with me.
their butts, won't we?
Well, tomorrow, she's addressing Zedrin. I'll adjust everyone's clothing so that it's a little bit more on par with what I've been taking note of in my journal. And I'll probably swap out this face as it's upsetting Veldrin.
Also, keep in mind we might have a bit of a job.
That too.
Right. What's our job?
I have no idea.
Okay, right. Oh yeah, that fella. Right. Okay, we don't know.
And I'm assuming that
What's
we're
this
just kind of like
moon then?
walking and talking.
Oh,
Is
we're
there a
just
moon? Did we get another moon? Did it come up? Can we see it yet?
Looking at.
We've got. If it's full, we've got to be able to see it, right?
So the moon currently is full.
Okay, at least that part of the riddle's good. And we're following the path of the stars?
If we have no idea what that means.
Oh, that-
No, we don't.
So everybody can give me, yeah, another perception check, as you've left those very kind and helpful citizens behind.
Colleagues.
Oh, that one's not good. Okay,
associates.
Zed and Vel. Vel's sobering up.
It's for Vel, after all. Makes the most sense.
Actual. Um, so Veldrin and Zit. Oh, Veldrin might not know how to interpret this, but you see, hmm, you're very drunk. So everything is already moving and waving and distorted, and your balance is off, and your vision is constantly going from like all over the place, and it's just everything is just in motion. Even the shadows over there in the alley are moving weird. The you see the moon, and you could swear that there's three of them. Um, Somehow the buildings are duplicating themselves and then coming back together and then duplicating themselves again. You're not necessarily in a good space per se. Zed, with some level of clarity, can see, well, you can hear a bunch of like higher pitched voices coming from an alley nearby. And with an 18, they're speaking Goblin. But you're not close enough to make out what exactly they're saying, just that you know it's in Goblin. Goblinoid.
Um, I I guess yeah, I don't know. I guess Zed probably wouldn't say anything, but he's keeping that, you know, kind of a bit of a focus in that direction.
All right. So you continue heading home base.
Yep.
I think so, unless Vel notices something, because we were kind of going off of
Bell definitely does not notice anything, being
yeah,
as drunk as he is.
yep.
The best night to look for a mystery when you're blackout drunk.
Of course, that's how all the mysteries happen. You wake up with more questions.
Why'd I wake up in the bathtub? Um, so as you start crossing, the voices get louder and louder as if you're like, about to cross the alley or the path, the area between the buildings that the voices are coming from. Um, and as you continue forward, do you try avoid the alley or just keep on going?
Let's keep on going.
Yeah,
Keep.
we gotta keep going. We're a crew. We're the predators tonight.
All right. Keeping on, keeping on. So as you cross the alley, the voices you hear stop as you get close. And then as you keep on walking by, a bunch of goblins jump out menacingly. Rawr! I have the old tokens.
Are
Rawr.
a bunch,
Rawr.
many bunches.
Rawr. Rawr.
I activate by patting my head my helmet of understanding languages just for the time being.
Rawr.
Oh, good plan. How many's in that bunch?
Need a big rawr. There we go.
Hey, how
So
many's in there?
that
Several.
many. So as you jump out, or as they jump out, put you a little bit further away because they're not just 5 feet in front of you.
That's enough. That's 10 of them.
And as you jump out, there's one goblin that looks a little sturdier than the others, and he has this like pretty
Nice look.
crappy looking like scimitar, and he points it at whoever's in front,
Jet.
and he utters something in Goblin, which first he says in Goblin, and then probably sees that people don't. Some people might not necessarily understand, but he says, "Give us your stuff." And
Where's your
it,
stuff?
yep, give us your
Oh,
stuff. And at that point, knowing what I know, that's we'll leave the cliffhanger.
okay. Stuff. Give you some stuff.
Nice. We're having a good night out.
I have a really big stuff to
We're
give.
gonna finally have a fight. Yeah.
There's your bar brawl.
There's
Does
the
it count when you
brawl.
just left the bar?
Was that?
Does a bar brawl still count if you just left the brawl, the bar?
Good question.
We're in some
Well,
sort
it's
of
a brawl anyway.
yeah, we're in some sort of dank alley set upon by these goblins. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think brawl. Brawl is a brawl. Brawl.
I mean, you're also not sure if there's boar in the alley either. This is just as you're about to like come across the alley, they jump out and it's like, "Give us your stuff."
All right, well, it's dark as hell out here. Okay.
That's fun. Okay, I'm looking forward to that.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was fun.
fun.
Thanks for
Good
session.
night.
Yep, y'all
Yeah.
take care.
All right,
Okay, y'all have a
GG.
good week.
See you soon.
All right. So we wrapped up a little couple few minutes early, but knowing how I know my group, um, change the scene. Go. So with that being said, that was fun. It was a gambling night. It was me re rethinking mechanics kind of on the fly because like these is not gonna work. It's gonna take way too long to figure out the math of this. So I sort of had to come up with something on the fly, admittedly, because gamble. I could have just made it been like just give me a D20. But yeah. Anywho, learning experience, learning, we learn. So long as we learn something. And that gives me ideas for how to go about gambling roleplay later. Um, so with that, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for hanging out. It has been a blastaroni. Ooh, stretch. Um, so as far as the plan, so I plan to be back at it doing variety. Um, tomorrow at 6 o'clock Pacific. As per usual, I stream pretty much every weekday at 6 o'clock, except for D&D days like today at 7:40 Pacific. I had to. We started late because I had some announcements, some fun announcements. Um, things to support the server wizard. Uh, but but for those of you on the Ubles Toobles, we do this over on Twitch, Twitch TV/cubed222. And if you want to check out us playing some variety of games, um, yeah, pop on by, say hello. Don't be a stranger. I don't bite. I'm pretty friendly. So with that, I think I said it, but I'm gonna say it again. I hope you have a wonderful morning, evening, or whatever it is in between for you. And perhaps we shall meet again for the next session of Dungeons and Dragons, where they figure out, or possibly just beat the crap out of a bunch of poor, helpless goblins. Tune in next time for The Fallen, episode 161. All right? All right. Have a good one, y'alls. Peace out. Party on. Stay chill. Be good to yourselves. All right? All right. Bye.